Hello, Dr. Hoa and everyone. My name is Huyền from class DMk1, and this is my video 1 presentation on Google Analytics covering section 1 to 7. In this video, I will introduce you the foundational concepts of Google Analytics and explain how the platform supports digital measurement and decision making. Here's the outline of today's presentation. We will go through 7 main sections: digital analytics, using digital analytics for business growth, how Google Analytics works, 15 key terms and definitions, creating a Google Analytics account, connecting Google Analytics to a website, and finally, the Google Analytics user interface. Let's begin with section 1, digital analytics. Digital analytics plays a critical role in determining whether a digital business succeeds or fails. A digital footprint, if not measured properly, can easily lead to wasted budget, time, and missed opportunities. The textbook uses a fitting example, which is running an air conditioner while leaving all the windows open. That's exactly how marketing works when it lacks measurement. Digital analytics is the process of collecting user data as individuals interact with a website. This data is then visualized through graphs and analytics reports. It enables businesses to understand the three essential stages of the user journey. First, acquisition, how users arrived. Second, behavior, what they do on the website. And thirdly is conversion, actions such as purchases or sign-ups. So what's the benefits of digital analytics? Digital analytics helps identify which marketing campaigns truly generate revenue, allowing businesses to scale what works. It also highlights friction points, pages where users get stuck or drop off. Additionally, analytics also allows us to compare desktop and mobile behaviors to ensure a responsive and optimized user experience. As noted, user segments such as Snapchat audiences may behave very differently from users entering through gaming apps, as mentioned in the textbook. Now let's move on to section 2, which explains how businesses use analytics insights to support growth. Let's take an overview of section 2. Digital analytics applies to any businesses that has an online presence. This section introduced the Google Analytics Home Dashboard, which provides a high level of overview of website performance and helps team make informed decisions quickly. The Home Dashboard presents core performance indicators such as users, sections, revenue, and conversion rate. It also includes trend charts that reflects performance over time. The textbook also compares Universal Analytics (UA) and GA4 to highlight interface differences and improvements. This visual comparison shows how Universal Analytics and GA4 display data differently. Despite interface updates, both dashboards serve the same purpose, is presenting the essential traffic and engagement insights at a glance. Google Analytics supports flexible date range options from today and yesterday to the last 7, 28, 30, or 90 days, even last year or custom ranges. In GA4, adjusting the date range updates all widgets simultaneously. This function is used to compare performance before and after changes and to evaluate trends week over week or year over year. Let's move to channels and referrals. The Home dashboard displays traffic channels such as organic search, direct, referral, CPC, or ads, email, and social. Users can switch between channels, source or medium, and referrals for deeper insights. GA4 expands channel classifications and presents them with horizontal visualizations for easier interpretation. About devices and e-commerce insights, this slide shows device distribution across desktop, mobile, and tablet. In GA4, device-level reporting is found under User, TET, and then TET Overview. If e-commerce tracking is enabled, the dashboard also displays purchases, registrations, conversions, and engagement indicators. Next is section 3 explains the mechanics behind Google Analytics. Google Analytics relies on an HTML tracking tag placed on every web page. This tag sets cookies that help identify users and record their behavior. In GA4, the tracking configuration is managed through data streams, but the core principles remain the same, which is capturing user interactions accurately. So, what data is collected in Google Analytics? The tracking code collects multiple types of data. Traffic sources such as Google Ads, Facebook, or referral websites. Device information, browser type, and operating system as well. Audience reports also include demographics, interests, geographic locations, languages, and technology details. Now let's move on to section 4, which summarizes 15 foundational terms used throughout Google Analytics. Let's start with page views, sections, and users. Page views represent the total number of times a page is loaded. Sections measure how many times users access the website. This number can exceed the number of users. A section restarts after 30 minutes of inactivity. And users refer to the unique individuals visiting the website during the selected time period. Next is page views versus unique page views. Page views record every load of a page within a section. Unique page views count only one view of that page per section, even if the user refreshes or returns to the page multiple times. Next is hits, new versus returning users, also segments and landing pages. A hit is any recorded interaction that triggers the tracking code, such as page views or event. New users are the first-time visitors or those who have cleared cookies, while returning users are identified by existing cookies. Segments also allows us to group users by channels or demographics, and landing page represent the first page a user sees, which means that any page can function as a landing page and should be optimized accordingly. Next is bounce rate, which have been changed to engagement rate. Bounce rate measures the percentage of users who leave without interacting further. However, a high bounce rate is not necessarily negative depending on the content type. GA4 introduces engagement rate, a more meaningful metric that emphasizes user interaction rather than a single page exit. Time on page measures how long users spend before taking another action. In GA4, this metric is updated to average engagement time. Content analysis includes page views, time on page, and bounce rate. In GA4, page level metrics have been moved to engagement, pages, and screens. This centralizes all content related data for clearer insights. Moving on to direct and referral. Direct traffic includes typed URLs, bookmarks, or unidentifiable sources. Referral traffic originates from external websites, affiliates, social platforms, or email links. Next is events and goals. Events represent specific user actions such as clicks, downloads, or form submissions. Goals, or conversion, track important business actions such as purchases and sign-ups. In GA4, goals have been replaced by conversion events, and advanced funnel visualization is available under the Explore tab. Next is Section 5, Creating a Google Analytics account. A Google account is required to use analytics. The setup process consists of account creation, property creation, business objectives, and then terms of service. The first step is entering an account name and selecting data settings for the account setup, including Google products, benchmarking, technical support, and account specialists. Here are the detailed visualization of step 1. This slide shows the available data sharing options in more detail. These settings control how your analytics data can assist with broader benchmarking and support. And then under the property setup, we define the property name, reporting time zone, and currency. We then select the industry category and business size. Next is business objectives and terms. Business objectives include maximizing engagement, measuring across devices, optimizing marketing costs, increasing conversions, and evaluating sales or lead generation performance. Finally, to complete the setup, users must accept the terms of service and data processing terms by Google Analytics. Once the setup is complete, Analytics begins collecting data. In my case, I'm using the Google Analytics demo account for demonstration. Section 6 explains how Google Analytics connects to an actual website. These slides illustrate the Google Analytics demo account interface. It provides realistic data for practice, including sample traffic, engagement metrics, and e-commerce data. As you can see, here are some of the instructions videos for the demo account. And this is the Demo Analytics account user interface, visualizing some of the traffic information such as active users by region, by country, and furthermore. Now we move to section 7, the Google Analytics user interface. First of all, let's talk about the Home UI and Report snapshot. The Home dashboard displays metrics such as users, sections, bounce or engagement rate, and section duration. The slide bar includes real-time, audience, acquisition, behavior, conversions, and admin. In GA4, these categories are reorganized into reports, explore, advertising, and configure. This is the updated GA4 real-time overview, which shows active users, locations, and the pages they are viewing in real time. The key information blocks summarize active user trends, acquisition channels including Google Ads categories, time of day performance, retention of new and returning users, and device or page performance data. And this also concludes my presentation on section 1 to 7 of Google Analytics. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next video.